So today we're gonna do 7 Mile Rim. This is the first trail that I did in Moab with my family. The very first Easter Jeep Safari we did. So it's gonna bring back some great memories. Because we're not going with the Easter Jeep Safari, it's gonna allow us to be able to explore a little more and do what we wanna do. Let's go check out the Jeeps. You guys ready?
Yeah.
How about you in the back? You ready?
Yep. I'm ready.
All right.
Awesome.
You guys ready for this?
Woo!
All right, let's do it.
What's happening here? Here we go up the hill.
7 Mile Rim starts with an easy little climb up the mountain. It's a nice little twisting turns and some good bumps, but nothing really challenging. We see a lot of this copper-colored rock all through here. In fact, right across the way is Copper Ridge, a trail we did at Easter Jeep Safari last year. But this green color adds a lot of really interesting variety to the red. So we got up to the top of the hill, super bumpy coming up, but we purposely left the air in the tires up to, I think we were 30 pounds of pressure, because we wanted the kids to see and really appreciate how much airing down really helps the ride. To air down, there's 3 reasons why you do it. Number 1 is for comfort. A aired down tire, 15 pounds of pressure is where we usually go, is a lot more comfortable. The other thing is tire punctures. If you're going up a bunch of crazy rocks and they're sharp and they possibly could puncture your tire, you got less chance of it puncturing if the tire can give because it's been aired down. The third reason is, what was the third reason?
Puncture,
Traction. Duh. Traction. When you air down your tires become wider. The surface space on them becomes wider, which means that all this side tread here, see the way that's got a bunch of tread on the side? All of that ends up actually expanding out. So instead of the wheel only being able to use this part of the wheel, it can actually use some of this too because it's wider and flatter. That gives you more surface area, more traction. If you're going up over a rock, it can allow it to kind of grip and curl over top of it and hold on to it as it climbs up. Really good idea to air down before you go off-road. Again, we go down to 15 pounds of pressure. If you want to go lower than that, you can. Lower than 15 does run the risk, if you're in extreme conditions, of possibly popping a bead or having the tire pop off the rim of your vehicle. And you don't want to do that. That's a lot of work to get it back on. And if you don't have the right tools, then it might be almost impossible to get it back on, which means you have to use your spare instead. So we're airing down right now, and then we're going to continue on 7 Mile Rim. Really good. Yep. Nice and slow, just put your tire right up against it.
Hit the gas.
Just put your tire up against it slowly. Turn a little bit, passenger. Yep, that's good. Okay. Nice and slow. There you go. Let it crawl up. Good. Now there goes your other tire. Nice and slow. There you go. Same thing. You're about to hit in the back. There you go. So, you see the difference there when you go really slow and you're just edging up?
Yeah.
Feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah, feels way good.
Kids, what do you think of that?
That was pretty good.
the road, not me.
When you're driving off-road, a lot of times people don't realize that a Jeep will climb up almost anything. And so the goal is to try and give it just enough gas to get over that particular obstacle as you climb over it. And that what happens is when you give it enough gas to climb over a rock, for instance, at the end, you have to make sure that you lessen that pressure so that as you come over the top of the rock, it won't just launch you or send you flying afterwards. And that's where the bumps come in. If you can decrease the pressure as you climb an obstacle, then you're kind of regulating how much energy you're using to keep a really constant speed.
Yeah. Like that.
Passenger. Good, yep. Nope, a little more driver. Good, come straight. Keep coming. About another foot, you're gonna drop down. Yep, nice and slow. There you go. That was easy. Very good. Exactly like that. Yep, looking great, babe. Little driver. Good. Nice and slow. You're about to hit your first dip on the driver's side. Yep. It's good. You're good. Little driver. Not a little driver. Not tons. Yep, there you go. Okay, good. So drop down again. Good. Okay, now go passenger. And you did it. Now stop for a second. How was that?
Awesome.
Was it, or were you nervous? Were you?
Mm-mm.
No?
Wasn't bad.
You're a pro.
I felt like I didn't get like a good angle initially. Also, the car kind of drives itself a little bit, and so I don't always know if I should just let it go the direction it wants to go.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
I don't know.
Okay, go that way. Yep. Good. Now going forward. Yep. Good, good, good. All right, now we're gonna go a little driver. A little more driver. Yep, good. Good, good, good. Now pause there for a second. So Ryan, see how we've squared up her tires here to the hill. All right, come forward. Okay, dropping it down. You're about to hit your first drop on the driver's side. Very good. Now it's gonna go, yep, there you go. Looks good. Go a little more driver. Yep, good. About to hit your second drop. Excellent. Now you're gonna go passenger. Passenger. All right, and you're done.
Oh, yeah.
Flexy, flexy. So, how was that?
That was awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Scary or easy?
No, I'm ready for more. Let's go.
All right, so we've got the map. So the road curves up here and then comes around to there.
Yeah.
And we want to end up
There.
So it goes here and then it's going to come around here and then cuts around.
There's a lot of little steep ledges right here where you can get
That's
down
this
in here.
stuff.
Yep.
But we want to end up on this far road over here that goes off in that direction over there.
This isn't curving back up.
So we stopped for lunch and it got cold. So we're doing some interesting things to keep warm. Huddling up, dancing, doing jumble jacks. So we made it up to Uranium Arch here on 7 Mile Rim. Fun little spot. Look at this thing, it's amazing. Huge, one of the bigger arches that you can get into. You can climb up on top up there too, and you can stand here, or you could stand up on top of this bridge as well. Gotta go down and around, but really, really cool. Climbing up. You know, one of the important things is when you're going jeeping or off-roading or just spending time outside is to give the kids a chance to climb around. We have a rule that says if you're not big enough to climb up on something on your own, then you're not big enough to be there. So the kids are always saying, oh, help me climb on this rock. It's not safe. They need to learn to do it on their own. So we let them climb up places where it's safe. We watch them. We stay close to them to make sure they're okay. And let them explore. Let them, learn about the world, learn about what's around them. So it's a lot of fun, and it's really good for them, and it wears them out so that they sit quietly in the car when you get back in. So while we were climbing around in here, the kids noticed an eagle's nest. Really cool. Never seen one this close.
Feels like Ethan's like doing like a cooking show. Let's eat it.
Nearing the end of the trail today. Kids, what do you think? How's it been?
Good.
Awesome.
Awesome. Awesome.
Had fun? What's been your favorite part? All of it.
The arch, the big cliffs. Go to bed.
Yeah, go to bed. That's definitely our favorite part, right, Mom?
Right.
Well, I hope you enjoyed watching along. A little bit left of the trail here, and then we're headed back to town.